Wow. So this guy got like enough accessory for an entire army, basically. Woo! Hello guys, welcome back to S3D, and this is gonna be a review of the NECA Dungeons and Dragon Elkhorn Ultimate Action Figure. Let's get to it. Alright, so right here we have the packaging for Elkhorn right here. Apparently he's a good action figure. Basically that means he is a good guy. And here we have the inside of the box. Well, artwork of Elkhorn. Looks like the glow torch is simulated. Yeah, and then we have the Elkhorn. The box is pretty nice. All the boxes for the Dungeons and Dragon figures are nice. Here we have the other characters. I think this line is actually going really strong. Some of the best figures NECA has ever sculpted and put out on the market to date. So, yeah, fortunately, this is a Hasbro licensed product, I think. Yeah, from Wizard of the Coast, and apparently they're not doing well. But these figures are fantastic. All right, so let's get to the figure. Alright, so first things first, this figure featured double jointed elbows. It's got some, decent posability. Not super amazing posability due to the fact that, there's really not much going on for the torso. It's basically just a plasticized PVC overlay. Well, another piece that go over the torso. I do not think he has butterfly joints. Let me see if he has or not. It's actually really hard to tell if he has butterfly joints or not. I think this is just a standard ball joint shoulder articulation. And his head is on the dumbbell, so I can actually get the head removed and then show you that. We got single jointed knees for the legs, so not much articulation there. He does have ankle rockers, so that helps stabilize him a little bit. Ball jointed hips. Yeah, and it's painted very well. Yep. Not only that, he's got an entire army worth of accessories to himself. So, it's way more accessories than any of the figure in this line. I think usually they come with like 3 to 5 accessories. This guy already had them beat by far. Yeah. Alright, so essentially this is the base torso. You can see the dumbbell joint right there. It's got another point of articulation down here, which I think is a ball joint. And let's see, what can you do with the arm? Well, you can move it up. It is hindered by the armor piece. This weird chainmail piece right there. Yeah. Alright, so this is actually the second time I filmed this. I accidentally deleted the entire video and now have to refilm it. So I am pretty familiar with what's going on here. So anyway, we got two alternate heads. This one right here is just the one that comes with the in the package. You do have to heat these up if you want to swap them, because they can be kind of difficult to put on. The ponytail on the back is articulated, although you're not going to get much articulation out of that. And he has a tendency to pop off. So just be careful of that. I think it's designed to pop off anyway. So there we go. Pop off and pop back on. So again, I think the head is mostly the same. It's just the facial expression part of the face is swapped out, changed out in the... so yeah. I don't know if they can save some money by giving interchangeable faceplate instead of giving the whole entire head sculpt. But you know what? It's fine. NECA give you a lot for $35. Look at all that. All right. If this was a Super 7 figure, it's probably gonna be $55 and probably won't be nearly as good. So anyway, let's get to hands. So we got the 2 pair of closed fists. We got various numbers of gripping hands. So basically we have 3 pairs of hand and 1 extra hand. Yeah, they're all used to hold the accessories and stuff like that. All right, so the backpack here, this is a little tricky to put on. You get this very tiny little clip right here that you need to put onto that strap right there. So it can be a challenge. I recommend that you take your time to do this because you want to either damage the strap or don't want to break this clip right here because that would suck. I don't think these figures are like super massively produced. So, chances are they will get reissued, but it's probably like a once a year kind of situation. So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes with these accessories, you just gotta be patient, like putting together a model kit or something like that. Yeah. All right, so there we go. We got the scabbard right there. There we go. It looks pretty nice. All right, let's put him back together. And as with all NECA figures, it is very important that you heat up the parts before you swap them out, uh, minimizing the risk of damaging the figure. This is a very common issue with NECA figures. These are meant to be adult collectibles for adult collectors. So yeah, you probably should invest in doing an extra step before any of this stuff. You don't want to just manhandle it and break it. Because I think from personal experience, getting replacements from NECA is not easy. So you either have to return it at the store and hope that they have another one that you can pick up, or you had to SOL, out of luck, shit out of luck. So there we go. So now we're gonna get into the accessories. Obviously, I talk about the alternate head, the hands. We're gonna start with the heart piece. I don't know. I never played Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what this is. I think it represents health, but I don't think this is something that he can actually hold. The backpack is hollow, but I don't think you can open it up and hold accessories in it. I mean, I could be wrong, but there are no instructions. So it's really like, oh, well, there we go. You can actually open the backpack. And I guess technically you can put stuff in here. This is not the first time when I filmed this thing, I did not know that this is possible. So I guess we can try to put this heart in the backpack off camera, of course. Well, surprisingly, I did actually have that fit in the backpack, so that's definitely something different. I'm glad I accidentally deleted the video. I had to refilm this. We have the jug right here for his drink, whatever it is. And then we have his torch right here. This torch is actually very nice. It doesn't glow or anything, but it looks decent, well painted. And then we have his throwing tomahawk. I think that's what this is, because he has a giant axe. Yeah, this is probably something that he would throw at his enemy. Take a tiny dagger, for self-defense purposes, and this can be put in here like that. There we go. That looks decent. We got his sword right there. There's actually a little head sculpted right there like that. That's actually pretty nice. The detailing on these accessories are just fantastic. All right, there we go. Sword just slots into that area. There are little straps here where he can hold on to accessory. You can put the tomahawk right there, or you can put the I guess his hammers, the big one, and the I guess this is a great axe or something. All very well done. And then we have his shield. Now, the first time around, I did actually have some issues with his hands looping around this part, so I'm not even gonna bother. He can actually just hold on to the accessories with the arm like loop through like that. So we're gonna do that. All right, here's a pretty interesting look. Him holding his whatever, his drink, and then just looking around with the torch in the middle of the night. And here she is, dual wielding the dagger and the sword. That looks pretty cool. I mean, he's capable of some decent, regular, normal dwarfish poses. Obviously he's not a martial artist. Doesn't have double jointed knees, so it's limited to these type of poses. But with all the accessories, makes him pretty interesting. Well, here's him ready to throw the tomahawk like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, his accessories are very well done. And this figure is just, it looks pretty nice. And here he is with a massive dual two-handed massive great axe ready to chop some trees. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And again, massive hammer ready to, crack some skulls right there. And here's the other hammer. This one here is like more like a one-handed weapon, I guess, compared to the other one. Still looks really cool. I do have to say this shield is a little plain, but it's pretty nicely done. We got the sculpted work for the, I guess, damages. The strap on the back looks okay. They put some effort into this shield. So, all right. So yeah, obviously there are some issues with this figure. Mainly is that the ball joint here, this ball joint socket is kind of pain in the butt. I did actually heat it up, but you have to get it all the way down in there in order for it to be stable enough to hold the head. And yeah, but these are all very common NECA issues. Obviously $35 is a little high, but you can argue that the value is kind of there. Consider how much you're getting with this figure. Obviously, it's like a dwarf character, and I know it's not going to be super popular, even for Dungeons and Dragon fans. I don't know how big of a fandom this guy actually has. I think most people are just either going to get him to complete the collection, or they're getting him because they like the look a lot. Otherwise, you know, personally, I am not so blown away by this. Just having this character. I think this guy complements the other guys in the collection more than just a standalone figure by itself. But that's my personal opinion. Maybe you like the dwarf dude a lot, but for me, yeah, he's more like a complimentary character. But still, very nicely done. He's got a lot of accessories. I think he's probably, if you really like dwarf characters, this guy is definitely one of the best I've seen so far, if not ever. I don't own a lot of dwarf figures. This is probably my first one, but yeah, I think they're pretty solid figures, and I think for this channel, I think I'm gonna give it a pretty decent score for a NECA figure. I have actually reviewed a lot of NECA figures, so I know how things are and what people are expecting. So yeah, this is actually exactly what I expected for $35 on NECA. All the issues I talk about, very common issues. Stuff, sometimes the glue on the strap will come loose, and you have to glue them back together. There's also possibility of breakage. Unfortunately, it's just a very, very common thing if you're into collecting NECA figures. But yeah, I'm gonna give this guy an overall score 8 out of 5. It's pretty much everything I expect from NECA. I think they actually did a very good job with this line. These are some of the best sculpted design figures NECA has put out in recent history. Compared to their constant reissues of Friday the 13th figures, and the Predators. Like, oh my god, like 100 plus Predators, and all of them are using the same body, the buck. The Predator 2 City 100 buck or the Jungle 100 buck. Yeah, that's a little lazy. Not gonna lie about that. But anyway, 8 out of 10, solid figure. If you get a chance to pick this up, it's decent at 35. But if you can find it anywhere under $35, that'll be even better. So that's it. Thanks for watching.